Good morning. Day 45 and burr is cold. That sunshine is a little deceiving. It's actually 7 degrees. 7 degrees Canadian, that is. Not quite sure what that's in American. I'm just thinking, it's funny. I think Celsius for temperatures, but I drive in kilometers. Think of distance as kilometers. But in building and measurements, I'm doing it in inches, weighing it in grams, and converting it to pounds. Am I messed up? Not quite sure, but that's the way my brain works. So, day 45. Got to clear out this place. Working on the roof today. Hopefully, well, I'm planning getting the next piece on and then prepped for the final piece of the roof. I have to cut another piece for here. It's a little short piece. Yeah, that's the main goal for today, to get that done. Then after that, Lord knows. I don't know what you guys use as work tables, but oh, I don't know. About a year and a half ago, I picked up one of these. I did some research because the old Workmate that my parents bought for me, oh, like 100 years ago. It was kind of on its last legs. I had repaired it a couple of times and replaced the top. But I did some research and discovered that this Pegasus Worx table was pretty good compared to the other work tables. I bought one, love it. And so I bought a second one. Now, I haven't been using this to its full capabilities yet, but it has all sorts, like it's a 2-in-1 table saw, sawhorse, has some quick clamps, and it goes down to a very small space when you fold it up. Like, I'll show you now where I keep it. I fold 2 of them up and poke them in there. I know it's a little bit of a dark hole there now, but here it is, all folded up. You still probably can't see it, but that's what I lay my plywood on when outside. Great little rig. Now, bought those on sale, I think at Canadian Tire. I usually buy stuff on sale. Plus, the box makes a good place to put other cardboard, because I know I'm always in need of a bit of cardboard from time to time when working on something. But anyway, if you happen to see these and you're looking for a workbench, take a closer look at it. It might be something that you might like. I know I do like it. Anyway, back to cleaning out the garage. While I was running some errands yesterday, I had to pick up a little bit more material. I went to our local convenience store and got these stainless steel washers, 5 cents each. Not only big box stores are good, or specialty stores. Check your local convenience store. They might just have a general merchandise section down in the corner. Ours do, and they have all sorts of stuff that you wouldn't expect at great prices. And then I went and got some more 2-inch by 32 stainless steel and machine bolts and lock washers. And they also had at the specialty store pocket screws. So I picked up 30 of them because, as you remember, the rafter I put in, I had to use 1 1/4. It's a little short, so now I'm just going to replace those with these, just to make sure we have a good, solid hold. We put this piece down in place, and I believe I mentioned before, it was a little bit over that way, so we had to shove it over, pop a couple of screws in here. One there, one on the other side, but the center still a bit of a bow in it. Next there, I don't know if you can see, all the ways over there, I got a piece of 2x2. So I'm going to string that, lay it across here, put clamps from here down to the window to hold the bow in place, so we can get the next sheet of ACM in to see how everything lays. This here is the next piece of aluminum that got to go up on the ceiling. So I'm stripping the protective layer off the skin that's going facing inside. This is not super heavy, it's just a little on the clumsy side. It'll just line this up here now so that we can see how it fits up against the other piece. Just look at how perfect that fits. Look how perfect. That's probably what you'll get on a lot of other videos where people are building stuff. May look perfect, but just look at this. We got a plan, but look at this. So, as my wife just reminded me, we got multiple products here going together, so and it's not cut by machines. So anyway, we've got what we call an ACM gap up front. Got a little piece there between the two pieces of ACM, and the same thing way over there on the other side. So, oh look, lovely flush. Oh, it gets proud. It gets proud. And when you get down to the end here, that's about 1/4 of an inch overhang. And it comes in 1/4 of an inch over on the other side. So we played around with this for a bit, trying to figure out what to do, whether we line up the sides and have a bigger gap here, that sort of thing. But what we're going to do is we're going to install it like this, and then I'm going to trim this piece off. That's fine. And over there, that gap, well, that'll be filled with butyl tape and all other stuff. You won't see that in a lot of other videos, people saying that you run into problems. But you do. And you just try to figure it out. And back here, between that piece of ACM, the edge over there, oh, actually, here to here, it's 15 and a little more than 1/8. Sorry, a little more than 3/8. And over there, it's 15 and 1/4. That could be for various reasons, so it's close enough to square. So this, I'd rather have the last piece squarer. But anyway, so this is good. So next steps, I'm going to remove all this. My wife's going to tape the cross member with the aluminum tape, and I'm going to cut the piece of aluminum and start drilling holes. How I'm going to reach the ones in the middle, not quite sure. I might have to climb up on the roof maybe to get down through. Not quite sure. We'll figure that out in a little while. Okay. We got the aluminum cut and drilled. Got the tape put up here to protect the cross member. And we talked about a plan of peeling the very high bond tape, that red tape right there, and laying this in place. How that's going to work. Might be a bit complicated, where we got to sort of push the ACM over in that direction. But I think we got a bit of a plan. So I'm going to have a little bite of lunch first, and then come out and attempt that plan. I think we're going to, I might have to close the garage door, push this upwards to get access to the ACM down there. And then it might be, I think it's easier if I pull it from that end rather than push it from the other. And then slowly lower it onto the ACM, because I even have it on this here. So we want to make sure that there's a good even seal, and then pop the screws in. That's the plan for now. And yeah, it looks like I'm probably going to have to remove this in order to drill the, use the Forstner bit to drill holes in this to countersink for the washers and stuff. But that's no big deal. That's only held in by a couple of screws, and it can be popped back in after I get the ACM on. Well, after lunch, we got this piece here in place. A little bit of a tangly piece to get the sticky strip off the VHB tape there, but we managed to do that. And I'll show you what the top looks like now. Got a couple straps put down there just in case we might need them to hold everything in place. And this keeps the bow down a little bit. Still bowed up a tiny bit in the middle, but when I bring this piece of ACM up to here with the gap of an ACM here, I'm going to put the aluminum across, clamp that down, and then drill the hole. So everything should line up, hopefully. lined up right there. This is in place, clamped down. I'm not sure if I told you that the next piece of ACM we peeled. Oh yeah, we peeled the very high bond tape back to there to stick it in place. So that's in there, and the waterproof tape is stuck both pieces together underneath here. And as you can see, I've got some holes drilled there. Now I've got to drill the holes down through the ACM and into the corresponding roof truss. However, my arms are not long enough I could possibly get into here, so I think I'm going to be crawling up on top of this. That's about the only way for me to do it. Get the step ladder, crawl up, shimmy across the top, and drill them down through. Well, that will allow me, there's a little bow there, so that'll allow me to put a piece of board on that and press that down into place where it should be. Yeah, that looks like what I'm doing. Guess I'll see you on the top. Not a heck of a lot of room up here. But I think I can get it done. I'm just putting these nails down the holes just to keep it from moving. That looks good there. I guess where there's a will, there's a way. I just climbed up there, as you've seen, and drilled all the holes. I just drilled these two from the side here. I was up there and I finished drilling the holes. Oh shoot, is the bit out long enough? But it was. Butyl tape. Yeah. Just chatting with my wife, and we're going to use the edge of the tape as a guide to keep it in from the edge of the aluminum. Last time we did that, we overlapped it in the center, made like a little ridge. Might do that again, maybe not, all depends. Because, well, there's a little ridge in the middle will go, we do have a gap of 3 millimeters between each sheet. Then that'll go down between the two sheets. Not quite sure, I'll see how this goes. So there looks like, yeah, there's probably going to be like 1/8 of an inch overlap once I put the other piece on. Yeah, so if I do that, stick it to the edge, that's going to take a look there. It's going to be probably 1/4 of an inch overlap, which should work because this will all squish out. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Make it a lot easier than trying to cut this stuff because it's a bit of a devil. They say to wet your hands when at this. I just as soon as wear nitriles. The last time, or with the other strip, I found that the screws sucked up a lot of the butyl tape and it made it not stick, jammed up the threads. So I'm just poking this nail through the hole here now, just to make a preliminary hole, and I'm also going to drop these in here as guides. So when these particular ones, so when I put it up on the roof, it'll fall right to where it needs to fall. Then I can just replace these with the machine screws and tighten everything down. After supper, we came out, and a little dark in here, but we bolted down through right across there with the stainless steel machine screws. There you go, right across there. Now I don't have the 2 on this end and the 2 on the far end. I'm going to do those tomorrow. I didn't drill those in the beginning because they're going to be close to where the pocket screws are, and I want to make a final measurement before I whack those down through and hit the pocket screws. And then we need to do a final tightening on all of these. What we did here is we started in the middle, and then we went this side and that side, this side and that side, so we could pull everything down from the middle and spread it outwards. It looks pretty neat. So I want to finish that off tomorrow, and then do the back piece right there, and then we're pretty much done the roof. You can see the little gap along the edge there, so that's gonna have to take some extra caulking and butyl tape when we're fastening everything up. But that's it, folks. Day 45. Thanks for watching. See you in day 46.